You don't ask questions, but you did make
Your Honor, objection argumentative, badgering the witness.
Overruled. You can proceed.
And I understand, sir, but I mean, you did look at the contents of this declaration before you signed it, right?
Oh, yeah. I look at it. Was, like I said, it was something that was on my to-do list, man. I wanted to get it out the way. I needed help locating a lawyer that could help me. Some of my family came to town. They brought me to a lawyer's office, man, that could help me out with my situation, man. I made my statement or whatever. Wanted to take everything back that I did back, you know what I'm saying, in my prior case, and just get it out the way and get it off my chest. I felt like it was the right thing to do, so I decided to get it out the way.
Okay, now, did you hear him? He said he wanted to get it off his chest. Something was bothering him because he was wronger than two left feet to snitch in the street. I don't even know it. He did some foul shit that they got him to say and do. Nigga don't know me at all. He has no malice, nothing malicious. He has no type of vitriol about me because he doesn't know me. And since he don't know me, that bothered him. That was on his conscience. That was fucking with his brain. That was fucking with his heart. See? But she don't want to believe that. She want to believe the shit that he said prior to that, but she don't want to believe that. So if you don't believe him now, how in the fuck could you have believed him then? And if you don't believe him then and you believe him now, that means his testimony should be thrown out completely. But here's the totality of it. They don't got an iota of evidence. They got away with the bullshit. You know, like I say, bullshit ain't nothing but chewed up grass from a mammal's ass. Yeah, they got away with it. And they don't want to replay it because if you revisit it, and then when we get in the courtroom, it ain't nobody. Everything that was said and was done, the fat, bigot bitch, the Giacomo, was doing all the testifying. Nobody testified that I had a gun. Nobody said I shot anybody. That was this bigot bitch. That was him. That was him saying, oh, he shot Larson. He shot. Man, how you go prosecute me and testify on me? But everybody was in cahoots. You had the judge, my attorneys, Tony Scrow, Patty Scrow, and Lewis. Yeah. They was all in cahoots with Judge Bell, and they allowed the Giacomo to do all of the shit that he was doing, and they just caught up with him. Bitch, the days of you admiring yourself will soon come to an end, because God is Allah. Believe that. All right, wow.
Did you talk to Mr. DeMarco prior to filing this affidavit?
Yeah, I spoke with him at least once.
Okay. So I know that you kind of said you're fuzzy about dates, but who created the information that was going into your declaration?
Objection, vague and ambiguous, created the information. He signed
Well,
off
did you
on it.
draft that affidavit? Did you sit down and type those words out?
No, I didn't. I kind of wrote them down on a piece of paper and stuff.
So you wrote down that affidavit on a piece of paper?
Yeah, then I guess they typed it up for me or whatever.
But you didn't have any help at all in drafting this declaration?
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
So did anyone tell you, for instance, what dates to put in this declaration?
No. Everything that was all for me.
Did anyone tell you what dates might be significant to put in your declaration?
No. I read a little brief summary of my old discovery and trying to put all the dates together myself.
So the date of December 5th, 2005, does that have any significance to you?
I mean, yeah, it's been a long time, but I mean, yeah.
What significance does that date have to you in this case?
I mean, I can't just pinpoint like I said, I'm kind of bad with dates, but anything around the time is just stuff to do with the case or whatever, man. I don't really know how to put it directly towards you where you understand, but that's all those dates or whatever. Just briefly, I can remember stuff about the case. Like I said, right now at this point, it's been a long time. I had to look at some of my old paperwork and stuff like that. I couldn't just come off the head and tell you what I did, what date or when or whatever. But around that, when I made my affidavit, I had, I had a chance to kind of brief myself on what was going on and put everything down.
So no one told you that the date December 5th of 2005 was significant?
No, it's just dates that was in my report and stuff like that.
But as you sit here today, you have no idea why I would be asking you about that date. Is that correct?
No.
Not correct, or you just don't know anything about that date?
Not that I can just remember directly, no.
Your Honor, just want to clarify the December 5th date. Now, I can go into this and redirect, but that was a date from the prosecutors in the case twice. So I don't know why they're making it like it's some made-up date. They created that date.
Declaration.
Right,
I
I
know,
don't
but they
think
created that
anyone's
date, Your Honor.
contending it's made up. So go ahead, you may proceed.
Okay. Now, y'all hear this, prosecutor? You hear this, bitch? See, I can't even, it's like, man, I'm listening, and it's like, okay. Do the date December the 5th mean anything to you? Why should it? It don't even, he could totally be oblivious to December the 5th. Bitch, y'all got the government report. The nigga's in jail from November the 28th till December the 7th. The prosecutor said out of his mouth, December the 5th. He didn't make up December the 5th. The prosecutor, the bigot, the fat bigot bitch, the Giacomo, said, let me retake you to the December the 5th footbridge meeting. He said that. So why are they asking him a word about these dates and these times? Look, y'all gave those dates and times. You got a government record. You got a government report to show 100% where this nigga was at. You know, I always say DNA is 99.999. Well, look, there's nothing 100% except we know where Antoine Mouton was at 100%. December the 5th, the nigga was in jail. Only time he could have ever saw me December the 5th was in his motherfucking dreams. But my dream done became their nightmare. They don't know how to wiggle and get out of this. And the more you ask him these questions and he's being open and out, now how the fuck the judge don't believe what he's saying? Everything he said is backed by something greater than DNA, because DNA is 99.99999. We 100% know that December the 5th, the nigga was in Fulton County, Georgia, in custody.
Do you remember when the trial was in this case?
No.
The conversations that you testified at trial about with Mr. Dow that you're now recanting, do you remember when years you said those conversations took place?
I don't know. I said all I can remember is around 05, 06, 07, like those are my last memories.
So somewhere in a 3-year span, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You executed this, or you prepared this declaration just in this past year, correct?
Yeah.
April of this year, right?
Yeah.
So already by October, you're really unsure of any of the dates that are in here. Is that right?
Yeah.
Your Honor, misstates his testimony. He said this declaration is accurate, and he believed he stands by it. So
Okay.
I understand they can try to question, but he misstates testimony.
Who misstated the testimony?
Mr. Chan.
What did he misstate?
He's saying he's not aware of the dates, but he
Well,
said
he's not aware of them today in court when he's being asked them. That was the distinction between April and today. He's specifically being asked about the dates here
Your Honor,
in his testimony. You can take up whatever you want on redirect.
Mr. Mouton, as we discussed earlier when I was questioning you, you stand by what's in your declaration, correct?
Yeah, I mean, everything that stayed on paper was, I made that statement when my head was clear and I had all my information down packed or whatever in front of me. Like, as far as like asking me like right now, what days or what, you might confuse me in that question.
How far have you gone in school?
To 11th grade.
Okay, you didn't graduate.
No.
You don't have a college degree.
No.
You're not an attorney.
No.
You never worked in law enforcement.
No.
Let me say this. Now listen. They asked him how far along did he go in school. He said 11th grade. Listen, let me be clear. I know 11th grade mean that nigga got about a 3rd grade education. He just stopped going in the 11th grade. Nigga, I'm a special ed student. I know that that nigga does not have an 11th grade education. I'm just saying, he is not smarter than the 5th grader. I can assure you that. I know how they do. I know how they just bring you to school, and as long as you behave,